And we back. I know the car looks a little different than the last time you seen it. See all those streaks. I was bored, couldn't sleep. This is not a finished product. This is me by no means advertising that this is a good job. Great product for sure. Like it did its job. I didn't do my job to prep or prepare before spraying the car. I just sprayed the car. So great product, dried nice, overall looks nice. Like I did prep, I want to say the roof. I went out and bought a sander. I got this sander, I did tape it. I did tape the roof. So the roof I did sand. You can still see streaks. You can see body work that I need to do that I pointed out a few videos ago. But it is, the roof is sanded down. It's a lot smoother than the sides. As you can see, the pinstripe line is still there. I just threw this paint on. I just wanted to see how this paint worked. I was literally bored. Like, as you can see, I did not sand the trunk. I just sprayed directly over the rust. I will sand this down, put it in an epoxy primer, tape it up nice, take the lights out, take the bumpers off. I will do a better job. This video is not that though. So just wanted to see what the product looked like. You can see I threw it over the bumpers, the grill. Like, great product. I just didn't prep. Why? Because I was bored and I had a couple dollars to just spend. So I did paint the firewall with that as well. Like, if you prep your project, this is an awesome product. I mean, I just sprayed it on the mirror. You can see overspray on the windows. Like I said, I will sand this down and build it up properly. I just wanted to get that rust look off the car. That is by all means the only reason I did this. This is not to win any popular contest or anything like that, or to brag or nothing. You can see overspray on the lights. This is clearly me being bored. But this is a good product though. But anyway, an update for you guys. I have to change. Let me slow down. So this car originally had the 60/40 bench seat, had the rear seat in there. I took everything out because, as you can see, the weather stripping here is kind of chewed up, which led me to believe like someone was trying to steal it at one point. So water got into the car, got all over the carpet that was in here. Had like a mold mildew smell. But as you can see, you can't see back there, but the floors are great. There was no damage to the floors. The back area, all that's fine. I just got all this stuff laying in here because I got everything taken apart. So, but I'll post pictures of when this area was completely clean. I got these bucket seats out of a F-body Camaro, as you can see. I just have to find the correct brackets for the seats. It is an electric seat and it does work. I do plan to recover this with the Buick seat, a new foam, a new seat cover. So this will be, fabric matching Buick. But they are the exact same bucket seats that come in Gbodies, F-bodies. I think this was out of an 87 or something. But anyway, yeah, I got to find the right mounting brackets to mount the bucket seats to the floor, because you see the front two kind of line up, but the back don't. Yeah, the bolts in the back don't. I can't really get a good look at it for you, but yeah, they don't match up. But all right, back to the car. So with the weather stripping all messed up, the floor and the carpet and all that stuff was all soaking wet. So I pulled all that stuff up, sanded the floor. I used Rust-Oleum. It's a rust preventative. It's in a can. And I used a paint roller, or paint brush and paint roller. I did the entire floor, back seat, and the trunk. Like I said, I'll post pictures. So this is not, that was just me taking care of all the stuff in the floor. I'll have to take this door off and replace the hinges because, as you can see, the body, the hinges are messed up. So I have to lift up on the door and close it. That's how I have to close the door. So I will be taking this door off. When I take the door off, I'm going to put new hinges on the front. Both doors, I'm going to replace both sides, upper and lower. While this is out, I'm going to change the door lock cylinder, the door handle, sand the bottom of the doors, paint the door, the jambs and all that stuff, as well as take the trunk off and paint all in here, get a new weather stripping, paint under this. This comes off, sand and paint under all that. Then when I put the doors back on, it will work like it should. It'll close like it's supposed to. I'm gonna get all new weather stripping in here, all that stuff. So that's where I am at the moment. This side, I'll have to do some body work and get this door locked to. I'll have to bend some metal a little bit. Either you can see someone was in here trying to, they did pick the lock out, but you can see the metal, it's like pushbacks in there. So I'll have to work this, may have to weld some material back to it and get a file and just file it to fit the cylinder lock, as well as change the handle. This door closes like it should. I mean, a little bit more force, but it will close like it should. Nice and quiet, no rat. As you can see, yeah, there was no damage to the floors. I caught it right in time. And you can see how the difference between the F-body bucket seats and G-body, because I have this bolt on it right there. You can see how much shorter the F-body mounting point is from the G-body. So I won't be able to use those brackets, but I do need to find G-body seat bucket frames, or the mounting brackets for G-body, and then I can use these seats. Then I'll recover them. But bottom of the doors, fine. Once I take the doors off, I'm gonna sand, and sand to do all my body work, paint all the jambs, the body color that I'm gonna go with. I already know what color. I won't tell you guys at this time, but these, I'm gonna replace these hinges anyway, take the dash out, clean everything all up, clean up that AC box. Yep, take this all apart, new heater core, evaporator, change all my condensers and dryer, accumulators, all this stuff. New blow motor, everything will be new, cleaned out, disinfected, bleached, and whatever. That's my plan. Timeline, I couldn't tell you right now, because I want to say, before I put an engine and trans in here, what I will do is the interior. Like pull that headliner down, pull that package tray up, clean all that stuff up back there. Replace the padding, maybe new carpet once I get the brackets for the bucket seats. I got to get new seat covers for the rear, put all that stuff. So my focus right now will be the interior, get that how I want it for now. It may not be 100% complete, but I'll make some progress. And then I think I'll work outside, inside out. Then I'll come out, body work, take all these chrome body moldings off. I'm not gonna reuse them. I do got overspray on them, which I will clean up. I'll just get some paint thinner or something and just remove all the primer that I have overspray. Clean those up, get them nice and shiny. Maybe post them on Marketplace. send them to one of you guys if you need them. Like, they are absolutely nothing wrong with them other than the spray I just got on them yesterday. So that will come off, that will clean up nice. Both sides are just like this. Good shape, great shape. But I'm not gonna go back with the chrome moldings. I'm gonna take this part off. I don't want this piece here. I'll keep these. I'll keep all my other chrome moldings, but I don't want this one or the bottom, and I don't want the emblem. So just overspray on there, but the emblem, I plan to take the emblem off and all that chrome. So firewall, I'm gonna remove the AC box, put new body seal it, caulk and all that stuff in there, get all new material, sand that all down, it'll be real nice. So that's the plan, guys. I gotta change these. I'm gonna clean up in here real nice, but I gotta change my motor mounts to you know, the Chevy clamshells because I'm gonna go with the GM based motor, LS motor. I'm undecided. I'm between the 6.2 or just a 5.3 4L60, but I do have 6.2 6L80 I planned to put in this car. We'll see what decision I make, but like I said, my immediate plans will be the interior, pull down that headliner, work out these dents, get those flat, work my way inside out. I want to put some music in here. I got, you can see right here, I got some power wire. I think it's 0 gauge 12 volt wire, positive wire. I got speaker wire, you know, right there, if you can see, speaker wire here, and I got power wire there. Like I'm starting to build like an amp kit. You know, I'm gonna run my wires before I put carpet and stuff down, run all my wires back here, put some subs. I'm a big fan of kicker, like L7s, like kicker subs, so I'm a big kicker fan. So most likely will be kicker. I don't know if I'm gonna do 10s, 12s, 8s, I don't know yet. But I do want to put some subs in the trunk. I want to put some nice speakers in here. I'm undecided on kick panel speakers. These will be replaced, the ones that go up here on the dash. So, and I kind of want to put tweeters up here in the B pillars. I believe that's what it's called, like up by the seatbelt. Just put a tweeter like right here, right in that area. And then have, hold on, let me zoom out. So I'll have speakers in the rear deck, tweeter here, new speakers up front. I'm debating on the kick panel speakers, and then subs in the trunk. What do you guys think? You think that'll be pretty nice? You think that's a nice setup? Let me know. All right, I'm about to get out of here. That's all I got for you guys today. Slow motion, but I guess making some kind of progress, even if it's just appearance. But I'll make sure I record it for you guys. My plan is to either use 60 or 80 grit to take this down, the whole car. I don't really need to go to bare metal, but I might in some areas just because it was so rusty. It wasn't so bad that it was like rusted through. It was just surface rust, but I do want to make sure I treat all that rust that was real bad. Build it up from there. Use an epoxy primer sealer, you know, primer sealer. Let that sit for about a week, right? Scuff that up with maybe like a 120, come back with like a 2K primer, 2-3 coats of that, maybe 2 at the most, we'll see. And then scuff that up after that flashes off, and then, you know, fill in my little, I'm not going in order, but, you know, a little body filler if I need to, skim coats or wherever I need to, just to make it, I'm not going for a show car. It's going to be a driver, but I want it to be nice. I'm gonna take my time, you know, if I'm gonna be sanding it, painting it, I'm gonna take my time and do it right. So do all my body work, get it in primer, paint it, take the doors off, take the mirrors off, do my jams, trunks, and all that stuff. I gotta get a new hood. I wanna go with the Grand National style hood because I know the type of intake I'm gonna be running. I don't wanna run into any issues with clearance. So I think the Grand National hood, T-type hood, will work for me to give me a little bit more clearance. So that's where I'm at. But all right, man. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow, subscribe. That's what I got so far on the build.